Hey everyone, so welcome back. My name is Funke, the host. I'm coming to you live from WESIE Academy. And so thank you for all of those that were able to attend the live session last a couple of weeks ago. I believe it was really interactive. And those of you that came, I like to believe you took something away. So I thought that moving forward, we're going to mix things up. So I did a poll. To be honest, I did it amongst the athletes to see what they felt they wanted and what would work best. But I actually think that it would actually be a good idea to use that same format for the coaches and officials, and that is mixing up the video. So we have some live sessions, and then I do some videos that you can look at your own time, in your own pace. And then also, I hope to bring in some other people to fill in the gaps, to mix it up so that there's a lot, there's a bit of a mixture, and we can learn from them, myself included, moving forward. So that's the plan. And then there's also going to be the option for you guys to ask questions on a private basis, because I know there are some questions that you may feel are a bit personal and you don't really want to expose. But I think that other people can learn from the answers. So I'm gonna try and set things up so that you can ask questions at a personal level, and then we can do like some Q&A sessions where we just focus on answering questions that have come up or questions that we feel that everyone can benefit from. So today's session, like I said, for those of you that didn't come to the first session, this series and what I'm trying to do is really hone in and talk a lot about beyond the license. And this is open to everyone. I'm gonna, for those of you that, obviously for those of you that are already affiliated with us and have paid, we're gonna have like a deeper dive. So not everything I'm doing is going to be for everyone, but for this particular series, it's for anyone involved in sports. So please do share it. We are trying to grow what we're doing, and we are trying to change the narrative. And the more coaches, the more officials we can get to, it doesn't matter what level, these things we're talking about are principles. And I believe whether you're, I've been invited to do something at a much bigger coaching organization, and that's based in the UK, and they deal with elite coaches, etc. And they asked me that they want me to put something together that applies to everyone. So I do believe that a lot of these things we're doing, it's not about, oh, I've been coaching for 5 years, I've been coaching for 10 years, Yes, if you're new to coaching, this will help you to build a solid foundation and get there sooner. But if you've been coaching for a while, it's really easy to get stale. And this, I believe, will help keep you fresh and help to give you that edge that you can add to the experience you already have. All right. So that's said and done. So I don't know if anybody here has been watching the World Cup. When I have the opportunity and time, I like to watch. I've always loved to watch it. Now, obviously, doing what I'm doing, I'm watching it at a deeper level. And I'm looking at, there are two players in particular I'm just going to use as an example, and you'll understand why I'm saying this now. That is Messi and Ronaldo. And I know that there's a lot of talk. Messi may just be on the verge of helping Argentina win their second World Cup in many years. And so a lot of people are going to say, oh, Messi's the greater player because he's done that. Ronaldo, not so much. I kind of lean a little bit more towards Ronaldo. I think actually Ronaldo is a much greater player because he's done a lot more on a professional level. I think that football today is not like it used to be. Most sports are evolving and most sports are global now. So what used to define a great player before, like maybe winning a World Cup, that's your main competition, is no longer the benchmark. So whereas Messi, I think, is a great player, has done a lot, he's pretty much played all his professional career in one place and wasn't really tested. Yeah, he plays in America, but we know America doesn't count much when it comes to football. Compared to Ronaldo, that's pretty much played on every continent that really matters, and every professional league, the best professional leagues, and done great things there. He hasn't won the World Cup because unfortunately when it comes to international football, it's a bit like Ivory Coast having a Drogba. Drogba alone was never going to win them the World Cup. Same with Cameroon. Eto'o alone is never going to win them the World Cup. Nigeria has Victor Osimhen. They're not even qualified. So I feel today's world is different. But I mentioned those two teams in the context of what we're talking about because when you look at the Argentinian team, and if you watch them, because of what I do now, I kind of look a bit deeper. And you see a very organized team, a very structured team, the way they play, the way they possess and hold on to the ball. You know, even when Egypt looked like they were going to kick them out, because they held on to the ball and they had possession, even when Egypt scored, they still had greater possession. And I think there was a deep confidence that, yeah, even if they score, we know that we can come back, which they probably don't want to do with the big teams, but you just see that sense of organization, that sense of structure. And you kind of sense that that's kind of, even in the back room, they've got that. Whereas the Portuguese team, when I look at the team on a surface level, I don't see that. Yes, they've got Ronaldo, which is a great asset for any team, but I don't see the level of structure, the level of discipline in the team and the backdrop. Now, the reason I'm talking about this in this video is that oftentimes as a coach or an official, or but as a coach, in this context of what I'm saying, your control is limited. If you're lucky, you can control your players, but you can't always control what's going on around. And this is why a lot of other teams, especially a lot of like African teams, Nigeria maybe, don't do as well, because of the officials, the administrators, and some of them you need a good team, not just on the floor, but off the floor as well. And as a coach, you may not always have that. In fact, a lot of times you may not have that. And so there comes a level where it's not about just being able to coach. It's not about just having a coaching certification. It's all those little things that will determine how far you're able to rise and how you get past those challenges, how you get past those roadblocks in order to still deliver on the day. And that's what this series is about, beyond the license. It's equipping you so that if you have that setup, you're lucky and you're blessed to have such a setup, great. But if you don't, what do you do, and how do you control the narrative so you still get the outcomes you desire, and you're still able to ensure your team is achieving as much as it can, and you're also achieving as much as you can as a coach, and not being limited by other things around you. So that's what this series is about. So that's just an intro video. So when we come back, I'm going to go straight in, and the second episode and the second video is going to be focused on tools and frameworks that I think will help you as a coach. So bye for now. I'll see you shortly.